Hello everyone. As a people from the major about chemistry, about materials, so I studied in materials area about 6 years already. So I am just I will not say I am the professional people in that area, but I would say I am very familiar with those areas. I did just write some academic paper or learn lots of professional class. Even I'm not the most professional one, but I would just try to get some advices in our daily life to the best of my knowledge. And at one time, I watched a science program for the life. One scientist, he's a scientist. He said, when we cook, we need to put our salt later, just not at the beginning or at the middle when you are making your food, because if you put the salt too early, the salt will become sodium and chlorine. Chlorine, it's so toxic gas. However, just we all know the salt is about the sodium chloride, right? Sodium chloride. When you think about what's the temperature for sodium chloride to become sodium and chlorine, that is very hard to happen when we are cooking. Okay, whatever. And so here I would like to introduce some topic about the safety problem of our cooking. Actually, it is a very big problem. It's a very big topic. You can just talk about this topic like in the whole program series. Like you can maybe do 10 videos about it, and it is still not enough. It is still have something that you cannot cover in it. So here I would just introduce a little bit about the material part. Actually, I did do some preparation here. I have some notes like this. It tell me what I need to cover here, and I know it is not 100%. I would just try to think about something that we will use our daily life very often, and sometimes some people may maybe confused, or they just didn't recognize this will be a problem. And as I would introduce first is the material of all kind of dishes that we would use in our daily life. Like the first one is plastic, but we need to notice most of the dishes, the box, the lid and the box is different. It is different. Like here, this one is LDPE. The number is 4. You can see a small the triangle symbol here. It means it's material, and the number, to the best of my knowledge, the number means how can it be recycled or something. It's just easier for recycle, or you could have other meaning, but I just forgot it. And here, this one is PP. The number is 5. LDPE number is 4. So here, when we use it, there are some special things that we need to pay attention to. Is LDPE should not be microwaved, but PP is a very, very safe material for microwave. So we can dump this in the microwave, but we don't want to use this in it. So sometimes I did also make a mistake. I did not notice this is another material, so I just cover it and put in the microwave, because sometimes when you microwave some food like some fried rice, and you know, it will spill out. So I don't want it, so I just cover a little bit and then put in it. And later on I figure out this is not right. This one should not be in microwave. So this is a very tricky part. And this one, PP, is safe for most of the food. No matter it's vinegar, salted, oil, or whatever, it is very safe. Okay. And another one is glass. Glass is super friendly material. Actually, expect it will be broken very easily. Glass, I would think it is very safe for most of the food, like acid, like vinegar, lemon, some fruit, and also salty stuff, oily stuff. It is very friendly. I would think glass is very safe. It's the most safe material that I have ever had. Actually, other material will be also safe too, but I would say glass is the best one for me. But we need to handle it carefully. Sometimes said the glass may not bear the hot stuff. Like some people will not use the glass cup. Actually, this is ceramic glass cup to have the hot tea. It is not right. The glass. Do you know how glass was processed? The glass was melted in a very high temperature. In that temperature, it just like the melted plastic. And then they use the different mold, or they use some kind of like plastic material processing strategy to make it in different shape, different size. So I would think actually for glass, it can be the hot stuff. I think it is very safe for me, to the best of my knowing. And this one is the plastic, but it looks like ceramic a lot because the color and also the hardness. And here it said not recommended for microwave, and it do not have anything about their material. And yeah, so that's it. And it did have a 5 number here, but I did not see the 5 was surrounded by the triangle, so I would not think this is the symbol of the material. So I would say this one, it is not safe in microwave, since it already tells us to. And if you put it in microwave, what will happen? I would say the chemical structure in it will collapse. After it collapses, it can come to your food. So I don't like it. But if you put some fruit on it, it is fine. Another one, this one it looks very ceramic, but actually it is not. It's not that easy to get broken as ceramic. Let's see what's the material in it. It did not say anything here, and it just said no oven top, but it can be used in microwave. This kind of material is like, I would say I'm not a big fan of it, but it did help us to solve some problem. Like the ceramic and glass is so easy to get broken. Like if your kids want to eat something, you give this to them. It is safe, because if they spill something or they just accidentally drop their plate, it won't be a problem at all. But if you give them the ceramic or glass, maybe it is broken and it will hurt the people. So this one, for my guess, I'm not really sure this one. I probably need to do more preparation for it. I would say it is quite safe and it looks very cool and it's convenient. Another is ceramic. Ceramic, I would say it is very safe for most of the things. But what I did not recommend is put the acid food on the ceramic stuff for too long, like lemon juice or vinegar. I would not recommend to put here too long. Do you know why? Because ceramics are some how to say is the chemical thing is about calcium or silica, some oxidized stuff of it, and most of the time it is safe. But if it's too long, like carbon calcium, yeah. Let me see what was the terminology of it. It just a kind of chemical with calcium in it. It can be dissolved in acid, but I don't think it would happen very easily when we use the ceramic stuff. Actually, in China, ceramic has long history. So, and China use vinegar also for a long history. And you can see some vinegar in the ceramic container too. So it wouldn't be that big of deal. So just use it. So here, we can make a conclusion. What I did recommend. I did recommend is glass, very safe. Ceramic, very safe. This kind of like advanced ceramic is also very safe, but the price is a little bit higher than the normal glass and the ceramic, but it is very good because it did not get broken. And these are for the plate. Another one is the let me see. Animal sounds like animal. Animal stuff is like this baking pan is animal. We can feel from the edge. Here is a little bit rust because the edge, maybe the animal is not as thick, so some of the iron inside may get rusted. And this one, I would think they're safe for most of the things. Like I would think they are more similar to glass and ceramic, because on the surface, what do they use? The material is basically glass or ceramic. It depends on what kind of animal that you buy. So this is very safe. Another one that I forgot to introduce is the metal. The metal one is about our baking pan or our cooking pan, something like that. Will have the huge percentage of the iron or cast iron, and that's fairly safe. Like, you don't mind some iron get into your body because our blood need the iron to like make it better. So I would say it is okay. It's okay for most of the things. Like they said in China, 1 unit, the I don't know what was it. Just they would say in China, some units of the blood is not that just higher rate than other countries because they use the iron pan, the cast iron pan, so it will give them some iron in it, in their food. I would say, well, maybe it is acceptable reason it is a acceptable reason because, yeah, we did need some iron in our blood. Okay, and that's most of the things about the baking or cooking stuff. And another two things I would say is the plastic wrap. It is not advertisement, okay, and the aluminum foil. These two things are just very convenient thing, but sometimes I would think is it safe most of the time. Like this one, the material is polyethylene. Polyethylene, the shortcut is PE. When we are learning some material class, we don't think PE is safe in microwave. So we will say, well, PE, we do not put it in microwave. It is safe for most of things, like this one. It is safe for most of things, but we don't want to put it in microwave. And here, the different thing is, it is said microwave safe. It is a microwave safe, for somewhere. It did even have, see here, microwave reheating instructions, blah 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 blah, lots of things like that. But this said, overheating foods with high fat or sugar content may melt wrap, which means this kind of material is still not that safe in microwave. But my husband, like, he will use this to wrap the potato and put in the microwave to make the mashed potato, to make a baked potato. Actually, I do not recommend that, but he uses it all the time, and he said, well, you see, it is microwave safe. Okay. You know, if you want to do that, we're gonna stop you. But I do not recommend it. This one is the aluminum foil. This one is so convenient. When we bake something, we just put on the bottom of the baking pan, and we don't need to wash the very heavy stain after bake. Especially when you bake something that always have some juice drop to the pan, and then it dried it, and it's nightmare to wash it. And for this one, most of the time we will just put on the bottom of the baking pan and then put our food there. But what I did not recommend, remember here is very important. What I did not remember is the what I did not recommend is the active stuff on it. Active stuff like lemon. Lots of people, they will bake their steak or bake their fish. Like they will put one layer of the lemon, the small, just the a thin of the lemon pieces on it, and then put their steak and put their fish on it, just to avoid the stick. They stick together. But in this case, I did not recommend you put this foil on the bottom, because aluminum most of the time in the air, it have the oxidized layer on their surface. But this oxidized surface is not stable when the environment is acid. So when you're baking, need to use some vinegar, need some lemon juice. Even like lemon cake, I would not recommend you guys to use this. And also very salty stuff and very long time. Most of the baking will take about 1 hour, or maybe if you bake a turkey, maybe a couple hours. If it's not super salty, like you would not put a bunch of salt for a turkey to bake it for a couple hours, so it would be fine. But if you put a bunch of salt on it, it is not safe either. And then aluminum is also a toxic stuff for our body. if the dose is too much. What will they introduce basically is like the little kid, their brain need to be developed, need to grow up, but the aluminum will ruin their IQ or just make their brain respond slowly and just not as smart as the normal kid. This is from lots of the TV program or the science article. Just in my mind, I always think it is adjustable. So I will not recommend you guys to use this for acid stuff, salty stuff. That basically that's it. And also we don't want to put this in the microwave. In the microwave, we don't want to put metal in it because the metal will reflect the microwave. So if you rub your stuff with the metal and put in the microwave, I don't think the microwave will penetrate the metal. And also, it is dangerous. I did not try what will happen in it. I don't want to try, but I saw some TV program. They will say, well, it is dangerous. They will just bomb. I'm not sure. The next one that I have on my note is about the alcohol and oil. Like you don't want to put alcohol and oil near your oven top. What if like it leaked or like your oven top has some problem? Like when, especially some stir fry or fry, something like that, and it's so easy to get fired. If it catch fire and your oil and the alcohol is nearby, then it's so easy to burn. And like some people, they have their hot pot and the hot pot was heated by the gas, and then some waitress just give them some alcohol, and then the alcohol spilled to the hot pot, and then the whole restaurant get burned. So yeah, this news is happened in China before. I would just say, well, we need to be careful about what we are doing. Okay, that's basically what we had for today, and thanks for watching. And right now everything is quite busy for me, so I'm not sure when can I update another video. I probably want to do some cooking next time, and maybe some fried rice, very stereotype Chinese food, or maybe some noodle soup or something like that. I'm not really sure, and maybe it would be a surprise.